pretty much always known I was gay ever since I knew kind of what gay was. Now, I didn't admit that I was gay, but I mean, I had a sneaking suspicion as soon as I found out what homosexual was, that that's what I was. I kind of hate to say it, but it was kind of obvious that I'm gay. Alright, so for example, okay, let's start. In kindergarten, you know, everyone at my school played house. House is where, you know, you have your husband, your wife, your kids, your dog, your horse, your cat, whatever. And, you know, I mean, everyone played house, and, you know, it was fun. And, well, for me, I had a husband, and when my teacher got on to us about it, I didn't understand why. I mean, you know, it just seemed natural. I mean, you know, we just were like, okay, what's wrong with us being husbands? And, you know, and I was like 5 years old when that was happening, and it just kind of seemed natural to me at the time. And, like, I hear stories from me when I was a kid, and, well, one word to describe me as a child was prissy, to say the least. But, you know, I really didn't find out what gay was until, like, probably 4th or 5th grade, I guess. And, you know, even then, you know, I kind of had a suspicion that's what I was, but, you know, I was not going to admit it to myself. I was raised to be Christian, honey. That was just bad. I mean, being gay was probably just the worst thing one could be, right? I mean, liking a guy? Gross. This is until I was in 8th grade when I finally admitted that I was bisexual to myself, only later to realize, you know, hey, I am gay. So at the time, I had this little spiral, and basically I wrote about, you know, how I felt in my spiral about liking guys, whatever. And I had to tell my friend, my best friend at the time, and she told me to tell this other girl. And that girl told everyone in my school that I liked this boy. Oh my God. Scandal. So basically, everyone started making fun of me and started calling me gay, fag, queer, and all this other stuff. So I denied everything. And I said, no, I am not gay. That's so disgusting. Ew, gross. I can't believe you think that, blah, blah, blah. Who'd you hear that from? You're just stupid if you think that. Whoever made it up is just obviously being an attention whore. And, well, you know, I denied it. And pretty much everyone believed me. A little around that time, my dad and my mom found that spiral, and, well, needless to say, it wasn't very good. My mom, in tears, pretty much asked me what she did wrong, where did she go wrong with me, you know, and she was just incredibly devastated. My dad, however, he was just outraged. My dad believed that all homosexuals pretty much would turn out to be pedophiles or get AIDS and die. Because my uncle was gay, not a pedophile, of course, but he got AIDS and he died, and, you know, he just made that assumption. So one day I'm riding along in the truck with my dad, and he tells me this. He says, you have an extension cord. There's a male end and there's a female end. You can't put two male ends together, and you can't put two female ends together. So that was supposed to be an analogy to show me about how being gay was just not natural. Well, that obviously is not the case. So there I was again, denying the whole thing. And so I was like, Mom, Dad, I'm not gay, don't worry, blah, 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 blah. And, you know, and so time went on, and they found, like, you know, they would find stuff on my computer like porn, or, you know, one time they found a DVD that I bought, Brokeback Mountain. Oh my God, it was so scandalous that I had Brokeback Mountain, and they, you know, my mom had cried for a while about that, you know, and I don't even know what they did with that DVD. I guess they just threw it away. Time went on, you know, they would, you know, find stuff, or, you know, but we'd just keep passing off. You know, they'd always say, it's just a phase, you'll get over it, you'll pass, you know, you'll grow up, you know, it'll move on. So I got my first boyfriend in my senior year of high school, which basically, I went on this trip with theater, and I came back, and my mom said that they found some porn on my computer. So I was like, well, this makes it so easy for me to tell you that I have a boyfriend. And she was like, what? And I was like, yes, I have a boyfriend. And, you know, she was shocked, and we didn't talk about it after that. This previous summer, last summer, I had another boyfriend, and my mom and I talked it out. And, you know, she told me that she loved me no matter what. She didn't agree with it, per se. She thought I was going to be very unhappy, but she still loved me, or whatnot. And Well, Dad, though, on the other hand, was kind of a problem. So I didn't really tell him again until like last December, and he was not happy, but he wasn't angry like he was like 5 years ago. He actually eventually, was like, he told me he still loved me and everything, and he's not happy with it, but yeah, I'm still his son or whatever, and he's not going to disown me or whatever, like I thought he would. So, actually, at the end of December, I had my boyfriend at the time come and stay with us, and it was actually really nice. I mean, they bonded with him and whatever, and it all went kind of well. Talked about that kind of stuff, my dad and I have, and he's pretty much okay with everything. I mean, he's actually, supporting a gay marriage and whatnot now. I mean, he's just completely done a complete 180 from what he was 5 or 6 years ago when he was just incredibly closed-minded and whatnot, and he's just completely come around and showed me how much he loves me and everything. And it's incredibly touching when when I see him post about how he's so proud of his son or whatever on Facebook, and I'm so glad to be his son now. I mean, I couldn't say that beforehand, but now I'm really proud to say that. And it just goes to show you, it does get better. I mean, life, for a while was shit. It sucked. I thought about killing myself all the time. But, it gets better. Trust me. Someone who's attempted suicide in the past due to just all sorts of crazy stuff going on in his life, I can definitely say life does get better. I mean, at the time I just thought the world was just coming to an end. I didn't know what to do with my life. I was just so devastated with everything in my life. And so I tried to kill myself. And, I am so glad that I didn't die, because I'm here right now making this video for you guys to see. And it's actually, I really haven't told that many people that I tried to kill myself. But yeah, it happened, and, I'm not ashamed to say that, I am beyond that now, and I would never do it again, I used to say that I'm in a really good spot now, and, I don't even think about committing suicide or whatever, and I'm just really, just relieved to know that it does kind of get better. I mean, because for the longest time, I really thought it wouldn't, and finally, it did. And my parents and I haven't been closer since. And it makes me so happy, because you have no idea how long I spent, wondering about what my parents would think if they found out I was gay, how they would disown me, how I'd be out in the streets, fending for my life or whatever. And, here they are supporting me just because I'm their son and I'm gay, and they don't care. So yeah, I think I'm living proof that life does, in fact, get better. I mean, it certainly got better for me, and, life may suck sometimes, but just wait it out. It will get better. I'm your Tuesday, and goodbye.